Welcome to Type C Tech Reviews. Today we're going to be unboxing the Alienware AW2523HF. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same monitor, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But let's unbox this thing. All right, now fantastic packaging as always. We're gonna lay this down, open it up. Dell's got some of the best packaging in the game. Okay, we got a little dummy-proof manual right here. The bottom of the stand. This is in the Dark Side of the Moon colorway. Absolutely stunning. Alienware always does a fantastic job with their build quality. Metal base plate covered in plastic. We got rubber everywhere. It's very premium. I really like this touch right there. I don't know if that was on the 21 model year. Obviously, this is the 2023 model year monitor. That's what the 23 stands for. 360 Hertz, obviously, but this is at a much lower price point than 2021 model year model. And getting the top of the stand, this part of the stand actually doesn't feel too heavy at all, but I guess it is only a 24.5-inch monitor. This is a new design. Really love the dark black here. This is, again, the Dark Side of the Moon colorway. Kind of a funny name, but we got really nice stuff here. This is overall fairly light, lighter than I expected, but we still got metal in here, metal in there. Nice feeling adjustment, and that cable management right there looks absolutely awesome. All right, let's put these together before we unbox anything else. Slide that in there. High quality thumb screw. Just twist it, and we're in. That is a really good looking stand, as Alienware always does. They got fantastic designers. Got your power cord, so it looks like no power brick, which is fantastic, so you have an internal power supply. We've got a display port to mini display port. We've got a USB Type B to USB Type A, and then we've got a typical display port cable. Very nice. Then what is in this little Alienware box? I'm loving it though, and it looks super premium. Is that just the paperwork? Yeah, it looks like we just got some sort of just paperwork and stuff like that. Very premium, but who cares about that? Let's get to the panel, opening that up, and this is a lock-in stand, so just line the top up. We're gonna kind of open that up a little bit. You can see they have pre-cut lines right there that you can just open up, so we're gonna line the top up, press down, and there we go, it's locked in. Taking this out, there is the panel. All right, let's set this on the desk. So I just wanna say the colorway, really, really pretty. It's like kind of like an off-black metallic-y gray, really pretty. It has a 25 there because this is a 25-inch, it's really 24.5 inches. The bottom part of the stand, and this just looks amazing, but let's go through the ports because this does have a lot more ports than you might expect. Got a display port right here, 2 HDMIs, 3.5mm audio out. We've got some USB Type A ports actually down here with a 3.5mm audio out, so you can connect some headsets or whatever to that. Then we have more USB Type A's over here with the upstream port, which is right there. So if you want to use everything, you're gonna have to use that upstream port, but I believe that's only for data because I believe these are all powered even without having that USB Type B, which is great. All right, now flipping this around to the front, this is not too heavy. If you guys did want to mount this on a monitor arm, not a problem at all. You could use a fairly inexpensive one. All right, a lot of adjustment here. I can already tell we've got height, feels pretty good. Tilt, very nice. Swivel, good amount of swivel, and then full rotation. Yep, do we have it to the other side as well? Let's see. Yeah, so this thing, ton of adjustment, it all feels premium, it all feels great. Let's get this fully hooked up, do a initial impressions, gaming impressions, and a ghosting test. That's gonna be interesting. Let's do it. All right guys, now with it on the desk, we have a dedicated power button right down here, which I think is gonna light up, and it does, it looks very nice and premium. As well, the menu controls are down here on the underneath bottom. It is just a joystick down there, which is exactly the placement where it should be. I like the Alienware logo right there. All right guys, now with the panel up, we're gonna go into some settings. First, we're gonna go into the display settings because this is not outputting its max refresh rate. So we're gonna go down here. It's currently at 60 Hertz. We're gonna go all the way up to 360 Hertz. And there we go, nice and very, very fast. The difference between 240 and 360 is, well, not really visible to your eye. Maybe it is, but very minuscule. However, anything over 200 Hertz does change between 144 Hertz, but the biggest difference is the input lag. And this just feels incredibly fast. It's really nice to be using a super high refresh rate monitor again. All right, now let's go into the menu system, which is down there. That's very nice. We're gonna go up to go into the full menu system. And you can see these are the preset modes. We have standard, FPS, MOBA, RPG, sports, game 1, game 2, game 3. Those are all basically your custom settings, warm, cool, and then custom color. We're gonna go into game 1, and then we have game enhanced mode, which is just going to be basically like you can have a frame rate on here, something like that. These are your response time settings. We're gonna go through that later. Dark stabilizer, black stabilizer, whatever you wanna call it. Alien Vision. But let's go into brightness and contrast and turn this all the way up to 100% brightness. And from 75 to 100 is quite a bit difference, although it's not crazy bright, but I'm not sure exactly the rating. That'll be in the full review. Subscribe below. It'll be coming in a few days, or it may already be out if you're watching this a little bit later. All right, then you have your different inputs, your display, whether it's outputting RGB, which I think it can only do RGB. You have Smart HDR, which is, I think, like an HDR mode, but it's a fake HDR, I think. I might be wrong about that. Again, full review. And then you have your different quick menus and stuff like that. I also believe this has some sort of local dimming. And it also looks like it has a console mode, which is kind of cool. But that's enough of that. Let's go into NVIDIA control panel, obviously working with G-Sync. But let's see if this thing can output 10 bits of color, and it's only outputting 8 bits of color at 360 Hertz. We'll see if in 300 Hertz. No, so this is just going to output 8 bits of color, 360 Hertz. This doesn't have the widest color gamut, and I don't think it has DCI-P3 support. But again, this isn't about that. This is about absolute speed. So let's get in the game and see how this thing games. All right, guys, we just found something. It looks like a headset stand. This is like metal, so I think that's for your headset. That's kind of cool. But hey, I like it. All right, let's hop in game. Right away, the colors are good, okay? They're fairly vibrant, but not the craziest I've ever seen, obviously. I just came from some very, very vibrant monitors, and we're still getting nice colors. You see a little bit of yellow there, greens. They're nice, they're not insane. So you're probably gonna bump the saturation up, maybe just to get a little bit more color during gameplay, but it doesn't look bad. However, it's super, super fast. 360 Hertz is very, very quick. The biggest thing is not necessarily the visual difference, but it is the input lag. So responding to quick things, especially in FPS games. I mean, obviously, I think most people using this are going to be playing fast-paced games. There we go, getting some kills. Very, very fun and enjoyable to play on. I mean, it's just so quick. How can you not have a good time while playing on it? As far as ghosting, this thing looks absolutely crystal clear. We haven't done a full ghosting test, which we are going to do in this video, but so far, I mean, it's incredibly clear. As for the contrast, this is an IPS panel. I know there is some sort of local dimming, I believe, but again, that's gonna be in the full review. I'm expecting it not to be very good because I don't think it's full array local dimming. And another kill. Very fast. This thing absolutely is almost like cheating because it's so quick. You can just react to things literally faster than other people can at a hardware level, which is absolutely the reason you're going to be buying this. Now, I actually did review the 2021 model year, not on this channel, but on a different channel, but I did have my hands on it and use it. The cool thing is the experience from that one to this one, as far as what I remember, is incredibly similar, which is a good thing because I think this is around $200 cheaper than that one was. So we're starting to see these really fast gaming monitors. I mean, really, truly, unbelievably fast gaming monitors for, well, price points that are not crazy anymore. You do not have to be ultra rich to afford one of these gaming monitors, but I think that's enough. Obviously, it games fantastic. The colors could be better, but for this price point, I think it's very good. All right, let's do the ghosting test. All right, now in the ghosting test, this looks very clear, but there's a little bit of ghosting. However, I think we're in the slowest response time setting, so we'll go in there, adjust that. We're gonna go into, I think it's in game, there we go, response time setting. So it's in the slowest response time setting. We're gonna go to super fast, and that does quite a bit more. And we're gonna go into extreme, hope that it doesn't have any pixel overshooting or inverse ghosting. And no, looks really good. I actually would not call this crystal clear. Although the thing that you get with a 360 Hertz monitor is we're getting a tiny bit of ghosting. And I literally mean the smallest amount of ghosting where even a competitive gamer would not see this. Basically what this looks like, just to give you an idea, if you've never used a super high refresh rate monitor, this looks like if you had a motion blur reduction on, but you're still at full screen brightness and you're still having variable refresh rate on. That's what you're getting out of this. This is absolutely amazing for super fast-paced gaming. As far as ghosting, this is an absolute win in my book. Could it be slightly lower? I think so. I think they could have tuned it slightly better. The differences here are going to be extremely minimal. And as far as movement, this is absolutely crystal clear, which is amazing. If you guys want to check this monitor out before my full review coming in a few days, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. Check out the stats, look at what you want to compared to the 2021 model year. But this was Type C Tech Reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next video.